star of his very own video game, a feature-length film, and a countless number of comics. Like, seriously, I tried to count them for this script, but the Kentucky educational system did not prepare me to count that high. Ask Rob, he'll back me up on this one. Mr. Wade Winston Wilson was created by devoted lover of large pectoral muscles artist Rob Liefeld, along with writer Fabian Nicieza. And to quote myself from another video, because laziness, this red suit wearing, disfigured, mentally unstable mercenary has an accelerated healing factor, surviving total incineration and decapitation more than once. He's known as the Merc with a Mouth because he literally never shuts up, except that one time in that movie where he didn't have a mouth. It's not plagiarism if you steal from yourself, right? Anyway, you guys know the drill by now. Here are my top 5 evil versions of Deadpool. Number 5, Apocalypse Deadpool. In this alternate timeline, Apocalypse returned in the early part of the 21st century. Earth was utterly destroyed, and what remained became Omega World, a large structure made up of bubble-like domes, each with its own world inside. Apocalypse assembled a new team of horsemen, including Man-Thing, the Venom symbiote, Moon Knight, and of course, Deadpool. They were tasked with removing all threats to Apocalypse from Omega World. Beginning in 2016's Extraordinary X-Men number 8, Colossus and his team of young X-Men ended up trapped in Omega World after a battle with Sugarman, who looks neither sweet nor anything like a man. Colossus became separated from the group when they encountered Deadpool and the other Horsemen, and the young X-Men wandered the different bubbles that make up Omega World, looking for a way to contact the X-Men in their time while protecting the Ark they took from Sugarman, which contained a collection of 600 mutant embryos. So this is a 2016 storyline that any of you may want to read for yourselves, so I won't go into too much more detail. This version of Deadpool, however, is pretty awesome. He seems to maintain all the powers Deadpool is known for, plus some more that were bestowed upon him by Apocalypse, and his costume design is fantastic. I just wish the story actually contained more Deadpool. Number 4, Evil Deadpool. Of course, this guy makes the list, right? You can't have 5 evil Deadpools without including the guy named Evil Deadpool. So, first appearing in Deadpool number 44 in 2011, Evil Deadpool is made up of various pieces of the original Deadpool. Ella Whitby was a British psychologist that developed an obsession with Deadpool, and she collected various body parts that Deadpool and Dreadpool lost and regrew, and she stored them in a freezer. Yeah, that's totally normal. That's not creepy at all. Deadpool was rightfully disgusted and threw the body parts into a dumpster. However, after they thawed out, Deadpool's healing factor caused them to form together into an evil version of Deadpool with 2 right lower arms. Evil Deadpool eventually joined the Evil Deadpool Corps, which we'll talk about in a bit, but after the events of Deadpool Kills Deadpool, Evil Deadpool and our normal Earth 616 Wade were the only 2 Deadpools left standing. 616 Deadpool, however, was totally unaware of this. Wonder how many times I'll say Deadpool in this video. Evil Deadpool's costume is made up of pieces of different costumes that Wade has worn over the years, implying that it's made up of whatever pieces of the costume were cut off with each body part. This is because the Evil Deadpool is based on the Ship of Theseus paradox, which I discussed in my last Star Trek video over on my channel. Hint, hint, go subscribe. Number 3, Ultimate Deadpool. Ultimate Deadpool was a villain from Earth 1610 known as the Ultimate Universe, and he first appeared in Ultimate Spider-Man number 91 in 2006, where he was depicted as sadistic and downright evil. He kidnapped, hunted, and killed mutants on live television and referred to them as non-human animals. Ultimate Deadpool met his ultimate end in Deadpool Kills Deadpool in 2013 when he was stabbed through the back and chest by 616 Deadpool. Now, this isn't something that would normally kill a character with a healing factor, but not all Deadpools are created equal. Ultimate Deadpool has a healing factor, but how it works is never really explained, and it doesn't heal his heavily disfigured face. So, it seems to work differently than that of Deadpool from Earth 616. Not only does Deadpool's power set vary depending on who's writing, it also depends on which Deadpool is being written about. Ultimate Deadpool was arguably the second most prominent Deadpool to die in Deadpool Kills Deadpool. Who was the first? Well, that brings us to number 2, Deadpool. So we just mentioned 2013's Deadpool Kills Deadpool, the series in which Earth 1610's Wadey Wilson, or Ultimate Deadpool, was killed. However, Ultimate Deadpool's death was only depicted in that one single panel, and Deadpool Kills Deadpool is just one installment in a 3-part story known as the Deadpool Trilogy. So, side note. This evil version of Deadpool is usually called Dreadpool, but is sometimes also referred to as Evil Deadpool. I've been guilty of calling him that in other videos myself. However, he is not to be confused with the previously discussed Evil Deadpool, who also shows up in Deadpool Kills Deadpool. To make matters even more confusing, some online sources erroneously attribute the name Dreadpool to both these versions. Looking at you, Comicvine. For simplicity's sake, Evil Deadpool is the one that was an amalgam of body parts, and Dreadpool is the Deadpool that wants to kill all Marvel heroes in every universe. Whew! So moving on, Dreadpool was from Earth 12101. He was admitted to an insane asylum where the supervillain Psycho Man was posing as a doctor. He attempted to mentally condition Wilson, but only succeeded in silencing his normal voices, leaving him with only one new voice in his head, illustrated by a red caption box. So Deadpool and the Red Box decided to kill every single superhero in the Marvel Universe. They began to travel through the multiverse, killing more and more alternate versions of the Marvel Universe heroes, and then later on, the classic characters that inspired them. In the final installment, it's revealed that no matter how many are killed, continuity continues to reassert itself, and Dreadpool realizes that in order to end the multiverse, he must kill every version of Deadpool. Eventually, he recruits an army of like-minded versions of Deadpool, branded as the Evil Deadpool Corps, and leads them on a mission to rid the multiverse of all Deadpools, including themselves. And speaking of the Evil Deadpool Corps, number 1. Other various members of the Evil Deadpool Corps. So in the same way that I ended my 5 Evil Batmen video with a team of Batmen, in this video I'll be dedicating the number 1 spot to the various other incarnations of Deadpool that were featured in Deadpool Kills Deadpool. But, only the evil ones, because that's how we roll. The difference is that these versions of Deadpool were introduced without any backstory, so it won't be nearly as in-depth, but these guys deserve to be noticed. So here's a bunch of Evil Deadpools for the price of one. Bondage Pool, Deadpool, but 50 shades darker. The Deadpool Watcher. He's not a Deadpool at all, but he wants to be one so bad, you guys. Don't crush his dream. Cowboy Deadpool, yippee-ki-yay. Wolverine Deadpool. Wolverine hates Deadpool, so who hates this Deadpool? He probably hates himself. Weird mouth cover Deadpool. Can someone explain this to me? Is it a reference to something? I seriously don't know. Leave a comment and enlighten me. Galactus Pool. Deadpool, except he eats planets instead of chimichangas. Pass. Beard of Bees Pool. He was actually a spy for the good guys, but how could I exclude that beard? Shark Pool. He's like Deadpool, but he gets his own week on the Discovery Channel. Sorcerer Supreme Deadpool. He's Deadpool if he were constantly asking you to pick a card. Any card. The first rule of Deadpool Fight Club is that no one lives long enough to talk about Deadpool Fight Club. I don't know which Evil Deadpool is the Edward Norton of Evil Deadpools, but I hope by now he's learned that the Brad Pitt Deadpool isn't real. Okay, you guys, I know the number 1 was a little different this time. What can I say? I thought it was fun. And also, I do what I want. So jump on down to the comments section and let me know if you think I've lost my mind. Also, let me know which hero you want me to focus on next time. I'm thinking about a Wonder Woman video next time, and several of you have also mentioned a video about bad guys that turned good. That's a great suggestion and something that I plan to do soon. Give this video a like and share it with a Deadpool fan, and I'll see you guys back here again in just 2 weeks. Till then, jump on over to my channel and subscribe for more. I'm Jay Parks from Fancy Teeth, and I'll see you guys next time.